Well guys, welcome once again on a Wednesday. Plan of attack for today is to weed out the polytunnel, and then I'm going to give the grape a savage beating with some secateurs. So, and we're going to talk about what we're going to be doing over the weekend, which is installing the irrigation. So if you like the sound of that, stick around for the rest of the video. If you're interested or want to know what to do with your grapes, stick around. Please like, share and subscribe. It's a big help. It really does help us out. I'd really like to get to 1,000 before my birthday. I know it's quite a mean feat, but my birthday's early August, so I'd like to get to 1,000 before my birthday. That'd be great if you could help me out in that mission. So I'll see you in a minute. Good morning, YouTube. Hey guys, oh, I better go turn the radio off, hadn't I? Right. Oh, I am recording. Yeah. Okay. Hi guys. For those of you, I know there's a few of you that were. Give me a second. Sorry. Right. For those of you that were in the live stream, this is the grape that I was talking about. Now, if you remember, in winter, how much is in frame? You can see the central stem coming up, and I cut everything back to the central stem in the hope that it would grow out of these nodes at the end of the central stem. It's done everything but that. So I've spoken to Guru Mathinda, I've spoken to my mate Aaron, I've spoken to Tony from Simplified Gardening, although he didn't respond. Although we were in a busy live chat, it's not his fault. But the general consensus is cut it back. Now, once I start this process, I'm going to have to continue to do it quite regularly. But if I try and show you just quickly right down the bottom there, you see, I mean, all that down the bottom there is going to be of absolutely no use. It's got nothing to cling on to, nothing to climb over, so I'm going to have to take all those off. Now, for those of you that wanted grapevines off me, I'm going to propagate all of them in a big bucket. So hopefully I'll have some grapevines for you soon. If not, we'll revisit again at the autumn pruning, and I'll propagate some more again there. And what you can see is some of the flowers are starting to open and they're sprinkling pollen. So I need to get on with this, so I'm going to get on with it, and I'll come back to you. Try and put it all in shot and I'll crack on. The camera might shut off because it's very warm in here, and my camera does not like being too hot. So, oh, this feels wrong. Pruning something in summer, well, spring, feels wrong. Bloody mare's tail. Right, anyway. 2 which I'll send along there. Right, so yeah, looks very severe, doesn't it? But I don't want any growth up there. What I think I'm going to try this year is I'm not really going to prune it back that hard. I'm going to keep it relatively tame, the pruning this year. Although I don't know, because the plan is for this polytunnel to be changed and rebuilt next year, so we'll have to see. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab some wire and I'm going to pin these vines, although they might not need any wire, they might be long enough now. Pin these vines. I can't decide whether to take that one off. I'm going to take it off. That was actually the one I wanted it to grow out of. Oh well. I've got a stronger one anyway that I've kept. You can see this is where I trimmed it back to last year, and what I actually wanted it to grow out of was these nodes here, and it decided not to. It decided to grow out down there and everywhere in between. But my plan always was to grow it along this polytunnel, this frame, but that is slightly changed now in the fact that hopefully this polytunnel is going to get an upgrade this winter, but we'll see. There's not loads of bunches on there now. I've taken a lot off. But with a bit of luck, it should mean that what does remain is stronger. Expose the bunches a little bit. Take off some of the leaves so that the pollinators that do come in here can see it, and we'll call that a day. So all I'm going to do with these, in fact I'll show you. Let me go get a bucket. Sorry about that guys, that took me longer than I thought. All I've got here, a bit of 6X, good bit of vermiculite in a bucket, and I didn't know this until I watched Tony's video on grapes the other day, that grapes prefer ericaceous compost, so I'm going to try my cuttings in ericaceous. I'm going to give this a good mix up, and I've got ericaceous, bit of 6X, little bit of normal multi-purpose, a good mix up. All I'm going to do is try and find somewhere where I'm in shot. That's easier way is to just do that. These my pyjamas up. And all I'm going to do really is go through. I'm probably going to do this wrong, but 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes. I'm going to cut on this one on the third at an angle. Take off the leaves. I'm just watching the chickens. The chickens have just followed me into the polytunnel. Take off the leaves. So I've stripped the leaves off 1, 2, 3 nodes, and then simply into the bucket. I'm going to do that with as many vines as I fancy. Where's my weed bucket? grapevine leaves and things will go in the bottom of the chicken run. Oh, I need to get some canes. This guy can go down here, mother, and give it a good water, and it's the job done. Whew. And that's it. I mean, should I say, that's it. It looks really drastic, but trust me, these grapevines, they grow at one hell of a rate of knots. It will recover from that. I'm going to put some ericaceous compost around the base, as well as a bit of slow release ericaceous food. So I'm just going to do that, and that's the grapevine done. You've seen me and the girls weeding out the polytunnel. I'll give you a quick sort of look at the polytunnel. So we've got a couple of phasalis in there, some chilies, obviously all the onions are still here. We've got my first sowing of tomatoes that I didn't expect to survive, but they have. Spring onions and lettuce up the back there, and these are the carrots. And I'll just show you quickly the ones at the back there that are all nice and neat and spaced. Can you see that? Oh. Try that again, eh? The ones at the back there that are all neat and spaced, they're the ones that were done from the seed tape, and these ones were just broadcast sown. Now, and they were really thinly broadcast sown. It is about time that I put in my third row along the front here, but we'll see. I might put radish in, I might put some iceberg lettuce in, I'm not too sure. But I've got another project that's on the go at the moment. I'll pop you outside and I'll show you. Somebody's drilled a hole in my shed and put a pipe in it. Let me take you off the tripod. Let me take you off the tripod, and I'll give you a proper show. Oh, so wiring's a mess again because I've literally just done it, and I wired up the DC switch, timer switch incorrectly. So what we've got set up so far, guys, we've got a DC timer here. Look, lots of wires, but the long and short of it is you've got power in, and then you've got your earth or your neutral coming from battery source or power source to switch to device. So that's in series. Is it series or parallel? Series, I think. And then, sorry, I was tripping up over a brush. Then you've got power. Now you've got power from source coming down to device, out, back to the actual switch, and then out, round, and to the devices down here. Now I've only set up one pump so far. I've put water into both of the pumps, but what I'm testing first of all is, will one pump water the entire polytunnel? Now I wasn't going to do this today. I wasn't going to film this today, but I think I will. So I'm going to put the pipe into the polytunnel. Hang on, how are we doing for time? No, second thoughts, I'm not going to film this. This is going to be Sunday's video. It's too late, I've got to get home. You see the pipe then comes out of here. Sorry, I'll show you. It actually goes out through the back of the shed and to the IBC that you saw me moving last Wednesday's video. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay some soil pipe, probably as much as the crow flies as I can, into the polytunnel. I'm going to put a splitter in here actually, because I'm going to go into the greenhouse. I might do the greenhouse today, we'll see. But we're going to go from here into the greenhouse, down into a soil pipe, across into the polytunnel. Then we're going to come up here again, another splitter, so a line straight down one side, splitter, line well down the back of the other side, and then I'm going to put drip irrigation on for every plant, so that'll be fun. And hopefully I'm going to, down the bottom end there, probably come back up with some supply pipe so that I can put drippers in my mother strawberries, in my grape, in anything that's in pots down here, and also into these beds here where I tend to grow my lettuces and my salads. But that's going to be Sunday's video, guys, so make sure that you like, share and subscribe for that, especially if you know anybody that's planning on doing an irrigation system. Mine's all solar powered and off the grid. The water supply is off the grid. So yeah, if you like the sounds of that, please subscribe, please share the video, and I'll probably see you Sunday, guys. That'll probably be it for today, so I'll see you in a bit.